Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those of you watching The Hobbit and those of you who are watching this is the Gadget Gears podcast. I'm your host, Mobile Mike, and joining with me I've got Nick the Dr. Ball. What's going on?
Not a lot. Just getting ready for the holidays. Stressful time of year. Out doing a lot of shopping. You still got to pay your bills. You got to spend money. You know.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Oh, I've just been sending them letters. I'll get at you after the holiday. Boss Guru, that seems to be all right.
Yeah, no, you'd be surprised. A lot of companies you can send them $20 and they'll be cool with it.
Yeah. Haven't done any Christmas shopping at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Wow.
Like none. Like zero. I mean, I'm not like, oh, I bought this. No, I haven't done any. Zero. And I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna get my wife something and fuck everyone else.
There you go. There you go. I actually bought my dad a birthday present and then sent it to him so that he got it yesterday before I even go see him in a week. Huh?
And is that also doubling as his Christmas present?
No. Because my birthday is 2 days after Christmas, and I will not tolerate that shit.
2 days after, though. After, you can't get away with. But before, I feel like people can get away with that.
No. People try to do that shit, and that's just fucked up.
Yeah, see, that's why I like my birthday's in November, so it's like it's close enough, but not too close.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like I still get that 1 month I'm getting something. I mean, I'm fucking grown ass man, I don't get shit no more. But it's like you get something, and my anniversary's now in November, so like.
Ooh, see, now that's gonna mush up.
Yeah. Well.
You know what sucks is the motherfuckers who are born in June and July who get like huge birthdays. Could drop oh yeah, I get a big birthday present. Like, let's spend $300 on my birthday, like kind of shit. And you're just like, I get like a $20 gift.
Yeah, I don't know. I got some cool stuff this year. Aaron got me some Star Wars posters, which are pretty dope.
Nice.
Frames for it, but whatever. I don't really care about shit anymore. I got a $100 gift card Best Buy from my mom. That was cool.
Yeah, no, that's a great gift.
That was a good one. What did I buy with it? Oh, I got a tablet with that. Yeah.
Oh.
But like everything, as you get older, everything you want. Like my mom was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" So I sent her the Nexus 9. And she was like, "No," because everything that you like can't not afford yourself, but like the things that you're like, "I want it, but I just don't feel like spending that much money." It's like that's the kind of shit you want. What do you want? Well, I'd like a turbo kit for my car. Like. No, I'm not buying you a turbo kit for your car. Like, okay, fine. I guess I'll take a gift certificate to Best Buy or fucking Olive Garden or wherever.
No, it's true. It's true because it's like Dad's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "PS4." I've known that I was gonna ask for that for Christmas since like last Christmas.
Oh, speaking of PS4, I got a gripe. I guess I could go into my guru. Got to trash it.
Sure, let's go off format. I don't mind.
But. Street Fighter 5. I'm a huge Street Fighter fan.
Yeah.
I mean, since I was a kid, like Street Fighter's my shit. That's like the only game that I continue to play as an adult. Like Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, I love them. Street Fighter 5 PC and PS4 exclusive. No Xbox One.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's the same thing, right?
I don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat, so I don't know.
I think it is. I think Mortal Kombat announced that it's not going to be on the Xbox.
And some asshole from Xbox was like, well, we'd rather, if it was a worthwhile investment, we would invest, but we'd rather work on our first-party titles. And I was like, wait, what? What first-party title fighting game does Microsoft fucking Killer Instinct? What the fuck?
That's like third-tier fighting game.
No shit. Like back when it first came out.
Primal Rage was above Final Instinct.
Yeah, there you go. Primal Rage was cool. I mean, even back then, it was like, all right. I'm done playing Street Fighter, and by done, I mean like there isn't a new one right now, so I'm bored. I guess I'll play Killer Instinct because that's at the arcade, and that Orchid chick's pretty cool with those fucking batons. And then phones, you know, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, you know, let me play this bitch for a little bit, and then like all the Nintendo people played it because that was the only thing they could fucking get. There was no Street Fighter for Nintendo or Soul Calibur for Nintendo. You know, Nintendo was like the black sheep of fighting games. So, I
Nintendo did have Mortal Kombat without the blood.
yeah, Super Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Nintendo, but there was a code that you could put in. It was
Yeah,
white,
you could
so
put
like
a
it looked
code
like
in.
it
Yeah.
looked like sweat, you know.
Yeah, like that was sweat coming off.
No, I'm sorry. I think it was Genesis version that had the code. I think Nintendo there just was no option for the code. Maybe.
Maybe I Genesis definitely had it. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because I had the Genesis and my buddy had Nintendo, but he got Mortal Kombat first, so I'd always go to his house and we'd play it. And then once I got it, I never talked to him again. My bad, dude.
Yeah, because like the fatalities were nothing on the
Yeah, it
Nintendo.
sucked. It sucked. And
Uh,
look, we all played Mortal Kombat and we're fine.
yeah, but at the time, I mean, oh, speaking of, did you see that game that Steam rejected?
I read a little bit about it.
Oh
It
my
was
god!
based on like a guy just like going around killing like just random people.
Oh my god! It's called Hatred. Is the
Okay.
name of the game, and it's just like this. It looks like the Undertaker. I mean, like the long, like strandy hair, you know, and
Yeah.
he's putting together like an you know. It looked like what's the Russian assault rifle? An AK? No, an AK?
Uh,
AK-47,
I
right?
don't know. Yeah, AK-47. I
I
don't know.
think that's the Russian one. Anyways, it looks like he was assembling that, and like he's putting a grenade, and he's like, "I'm just gonna start killing people because I'm ready to die, and I'm gonna go out in a blaze." And he's got this big knife, and then it cuts to like game footage, and dude's like walking up, and people are like, "No, no, no!" And he like shotgun to the head, and like, I mean, it's graphic as fuck. And some Asian chick was like begging him not to kill her, and he sticks a handgun in her mouth and blows her head, and then like it
Wow.
cuts to like, but it cuts to it, and it's like. That didn't look like gameplay. That looked like cutscenes. Because the
Right.
gameplay was it looked like Sims. It looked like The Sims,
Okay.
and he's just like in a police station and he's shooting everywhere and whatnot.
Right.
It was graphic as all hell, and it was pretty upsetting to watch. But it looked like the gameplay was gonna suck anyways. Because
Now, where would you put fucking Vic? Are we podcasting? Yeah, we already started, bitch. Sent you an invite. We done started, fool. Now where would you say like? Because I didn't see any of the footage or anything, but I did see the article that you were talking about. But you know, like Grand Theft Auto is, especially now with first person mode, is you know,
well, this is a lot more upsetting. I mean, you could justify violence a lot of times with story.
okay.
You know what I mean? But this is a guy who just wants to go kill a bunch of fucking people and go out in a blaze of glory. It's not that anybody did him wrong. It's just he just wants to
Right.
kill a bunch of people and go out violently.
Oh, so it's like the premise is just literally like I'm just gonna go on a massacre.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotcha. Well, I can see how that would hit home to quite a few people because unfortunately that kind of shit does happen where somebody just loads
Yeah.
up their guns and goes to a fucking movie theater and shoots a bunch of people for no goddamn reason. But at the same time, you
It's
ride
just a
around Grand
video.
Theft Auto just fucking running people over in your car for no fucking reason.
But at the same time, look, when I watched the trailer, it turned my stomach a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
I've never had a problem with Grand Theft Auto. My biggest problem with Grand Theft Auto is the cursing. Because
Yeah.
I don't care
Yeah,
about
yeah,
violence,
sure.
but like the cursing is things that kids pick up that they use. That's what I could do a little bit less with in the Grand Theft. I felt like this newest one, 5, had a lot of cursing, just from like the world, like the characters
did, like,
around it.
it caught me off guard. Like not that it bothers me at all. I don't have kids.
Yeah.
I leave the TV. You know, I watch all kinds of fucked up shit. So, but it was one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm playing a video game.
Mhm.
Wow, you don't expect the F-bomb to get dropped like that frequently because there's points where he's like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, fuck it, I need a helicopter. You got to go get this thing and drive through all these rings. It's some bullshit. You know, what?
Right. And it's not like my kid. I mean, I don't want people to think that like I just want my kids to be able to sit down and watch me play violent video games.
No, but if they're in another room doing something,
Yeah,
you want to be able
exactly.
to have the
They
video
don't
games
hear it.
going on and not hear
Yeah.
fuck you, fuck that. I get it.
Right, and that's the thing, because then the kids are like, "What are you doing? What are you? Oh, you know," or they want to watch you. Sometimes they like to just watch you drive around.
Yeah, because you could play Grand Theft Auto and not be violent. You just drive around. Like
Yeah.
there's Grand Theft Auto is a legitimate good car game. It's a lot of fucking fun
Well, it's
as
a
a car
fun.
game.
It's a fun game just to go around and
Right.
just explore and have fun. And that's what with the old versions of Grand Theft Auto. That's what the kids do when they go to their grandparents' house. They have like Grand Theft Auto, the Miami one.
Hmm.
I can't remember what that one's called. But
Vice
they like
City.
was that Vice City? I thought that was.
Vice
Oh
City was
yeah, San
Miami.
Andreas was the LA one.
Yeah, San Andreas is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
is,
Vice City.
I never played San Andreas. The last one I played before 5 was Vice City.
Yeah, but yeah, Vice City. They play that one on the regular. Like, and they just like they take turns driving.
And also, I feel like Grand Theft Auto, like obviously people are gonna have a different opinion, but like it is violent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not violent, but also it's it plays like if you play through the story mode, there's a lot of violence, right? But it plays like a movie.
Yeah,
It's and yeah, I'm sure there's definitely some parts and some scenes that are very gratuitously violent. You got to go kill somebody. Okay, well that's pretty violent, but it plays itself more like a movie than it does. Your job is to just go around massacring random people. Like if you play it from point to point, your job isn't just to go shoot random civilians. It's to go do. You have a mission, and you're kind of like Hitman. You have this thing that you have to do, and that's why you're doing this. But the gratuitous violence, like the really really fucked up shit, is just kind of like up to you. Like when you're in free reign mode and you're just doing
yeah.
whatever, and it almost feels kind of cartoony. Like even though the
It,
graphics are really good, it still doesn't feel real.
yeah, I mean, it's because it's not. I mean, even Saints Row is the exact same way. Like, it's over the top, and it just doesn't feel real.
Right.
Now, and I feel like the really gratuitous violent shit is all in the cutscenes, where
Yeah.
so you're not even you're just watching it. You're
Yeah.
not doing it.
It's more like a movie or a TV
Yeah.
show, and you're just and you're used to watching really fucked up shit in a movie or TV
I,
show.
you know, I, there's nothing in Grand Theft Auto that's any more gratuitous than Scarface, The Heat, any other robbery movie, gangster movie,
Right.
Goodfellas. I mean, they're all just as violent. I mean, Goodfellas is really fucking violent, but
Godfather.
it's a mob movie. So what
The
do you expect?
Scorsese movie with Matt Damon and Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, that movie's super violent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. I totally agree with you.
But this game that was going on Steam, I mean, it didn't look like it had it wasn't anything other than how many people can you kill, which can be fun, but to have a whole game around that, it seemed like it was in poor taste.
Well, again, the thing with Grand Theft Auto is that it's not just about killing people. Like it's like I said, it's a standalone car game. I mean, you can collect and modify and paint and put wheels and spoilers. I mean, it is a better car game than 90% of the car games that are dedicated car games. You can fly airplanes and helicopters. You can parachute.
Skydive, and then when you get to online play, like I've been watching videos on YouTube of online play of like, it's just like 15 people are like, dude, look at this donut. Let's go up in an airplane and jump out of it and see if we can't fly through this donut hole and land on the street.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
there
they're
was
just
I spent like 20 minutes. There's like a ramp part at the airport, and I spent like 20 minutes with my friend, and I was just like, let's see how many times I can flip the car,
Yeah.
And the car lands, you get out, and you can grab another car and you try it again. It's like
Right.
it doesn't feel like none of the scenarios in Grand Theft Auto feel like they would ever happen in real life, other than maybe in a movie or in a book or something like that. Whereas
Right, like let's go break into the fucking air base and steal a goddamn airplane. Like that would.
let's go grab the fucking fighter jet and fly around in it. Like, and then the heists are like, like it's like a heist movie. It's like you're watching
Exactly.
That shit with Mark Wahlberg or Ocean's 11.
Edward Norton. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
with
where you it's like all these things have to come into play so you can heist something and steal something.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's different. It just doesn't feel as real.
Okay, so hands down, the worst mission in Grand Theft Auto is where they put on the armored suits and rob the bank. Because then you got those big old Gatling guns. You're mowing down police. That's not even a violent mission.
Right.
Then you can look at Call of Duty. I can't remember what year, but one year they had a mission where they you were like working with Russians and they go into an airport in the same scenario and they like mow down everybody in the airport. And they actually told you that you could skip that level because it was completely unrelated to the story and you didn't need to do it if you didn't want to. So I feel like, they've always had an out for this, but Steam decided that this game was just too bad, and I don't have a problem with them making the decision. It's for them to put that game on their, whatever they want to call it, platform, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, it's their call. It's their call. I mean, it's their platform. They can do what they want. Just like
and the game will still come out. It'll still come out, and it just won't be on Steam. So you have to buy it elsewhere. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
So and the developers seem very cool with it. They're like, hey, we don't have a problem with Steam doing this. We don't understand what their justification is, but that's their call. We're okay with it. We're going to keep making the game anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Other interesting tidbits that have come out this week are we didn't do a show right when it happened, but Sony got hacked. They're making a movie, The Interview, where what's his Seth Rogen and
that guy he's been doing movies
Franco, James Franco. They're I guess they're like TV anchor interviewers, and then they get like pulled into this ploy to kill Kim Jong-il. So we don't. It's not confirmed, but people are speculating that North Korea is behind the hack on Sony because of this movie, and there was death threats. They canceled a bunch of screenings and interviews and press events because of death threats they got. But on top of that, Sony got hacked, and Sony's obviously the one putting on this movie. And there is tons and tons of information just coming out because all these news organizations are just pouring over. I think they got like a terabyte of data, and it's just being released slowly but surely, and people are just pouring through all this information. So there's just tons and tons of leaks. All the way from CEOs saying racist shit to news about Marvel and Spider-Man, which is what I wanted to talk about because of course that's the shit I care about. And basically, from what I've gathered, is that Marvel has been in talks with Sony to try and get Spider-Man back into the traditional Marvel cinematic universe versus Sony's fucking do whatever you want universe. Oh, perfect. Web is on now that we can talk about Spider-Man. You there, Vic?
Yep.
We were just about to start talking about the Sony leak, about all the Spider-Man news, and about Marvel trying to get Spider-Man back into the fold, and how Andrew Garfield might be out as Spider-Man because he said some things about Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 that pissed off some CEOs, and all this stuff kind of came out. Yeah, and it wasn't that good. But I thought it was interesting that Marvel has been, behind the scenes, like, hey, give us Spider-Man back, you assholes. You're not doing shit with it. And trying to, and there was a tidbit that he would be in Civil War, which, if you are familiar with Civil War, the storyline, Spider-Man actually has a really, really, really huge, big, monumental piece of Civil War. He is the poster child for unveiling your secret identity and registering with the registration stuff that Tony Stark is trying to shove down everybody's throat. So he unveils himself, just pulls off the mask. I'm fucking Peter Parker. Kind of was not told to, but he was led that way by Iron Man, Tony Stark, and he plays a really big role in Civil War. So that would be interesting if we could get that in the Civil War movie. What do you guys think?
Well, the Aunt May dies, right?
Hold on, I dropped my headphones.
What exactly did he say about Andrew Garfield? He just said it wasn't that good, or he already said it sucked.
Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
He said that the original script and story that was being told was not what we were going to see thanks to studio intervention, something along those lines. So he basically blamed the reason that the story was kind of muddled and things were forced into the storyline was thanks to the studio, to obviously Sony. So
Sony's like, oh hey, we could try to do an expanded universe with pretty much nobody in this one.
Yeah, so they didn't. And apparently he didn't show up to a dinner that they had with like press people and other shit, and he called and told him an hour ahead of time he wasn't. Trivial fucking teenage bullshit that fucking It's like, have you ever watched that show Episodes on Showtime with Matt LeBlanc?
No.
It's like it kind of gives you like an inside idea on like how fucked up and how like just juvenile Hollywood can be, and it's like
Yeah.
that's the kind of shit we're seeing
I
with
just,
with these email leaks.
I just don't know what Sony was thinking, honestly, thinking they could do expanded universe with Spider-Man, with Spider-Man of like, I mean, like this isn't like X-Men, which you got a whole bunch of different, heroes and stuff like that, or and villains you can expand the universe with. This is, I mean, pretty much this Spider-Man, maybe Black Cat. I mean, nobody really knows much outside of Spider-Man's villains, and what are you gonna do with a villain team, Mike? I mean, are they gonna try to pull something like Suicide Squad, which has like, Suicide Squad has a good concept, which allows it to actually thrive as a movie. Whereas villains just getting together and doing what? What are they going to do? Like, where's the conflict? Internal conflict for power. That's about it. I just don't see it. So I'm glad that everything's kind of falling apart personally for Spider-Man series. I'm happy about this.
Yeah, and I mean, I hate it because I think Andrew Garfield is doing a good job as Spider-Man / Peter Parker, and
More Spider-Man than Peter Parker, in my opinion.
yeah, I think Tobey Maguire was a better Peter Parker, and I think he's a better Spider-Man. He's witty, quick-witted, and a lot of that might just be the writing, but I don't have any. I don't have anything against the dude playing Spider-Man, so I think from what it sounds like, if they do bring it back into the Marvel universe, they're gonna reboot it, but they're not gonna reboot it with an origin. It's just gonna be like Spider-Man's already there, already established, and we're just gonna be like checking in on him.
They retcon Spider-Man into this. It's just kind of like insert Spider-Man randomly to the Avengers. Oh, he's there. He's always been there.
Yeah, he's just. Now that would be some funny shit. Like, and I could totally see, because the way that Marvel has been writing their movies with just that really witty, on point sense of humor, I could totally see Spider-Man just hopping right in there. I can see fitting in with those guys. Like, wait a minute, I'm on a team with a guy that's green and this fucking guy in a suit and this 95-year-old man with a shield, and like then that witty banter. Like, I could totally see that stuff happening and be good.
Speaking of Marvel, did you watch the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. mid-season finale?
I did. I watched that. I watched S.H.I.E.L.D. I watched Flash.
Dude, S.H.I.E.L.D. is S.H.I.E.L.D. is like the best superhero TV show out right now. I mean, I'm not excited about Flash or Arrow. I'm excited about
I gotta
S.H.I.E.L.D.
disagree with you there. I still think S.H.I.E.L.D. is.
Is what?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Marvel's not good to finish his thought. It's like, oh, you're gonna badmouth S.H.I.E.L.D.? Hell to the fuck no.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, my fucking internet just took a dump. Anyway, yeah, I think S.H.I.E.L.D. is the weakest of the. Oh, I take that.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. Gotham. Yeah, I think S.H.I.E.L.D. is better than Gotham.
Well, I'm not one.
What?
I know if you consider
Oh yeah, I agree with both. I mean, yeah, I only watch S.H.I.E.L.D. and Gotham.
Gotham sucks. Anyways, no. Well, I don't mind. I mean,
But I think
S.H.I.E.L.D. is doing a lot of cool stuff.
I think Flash and Arrow are just spanking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as far as just awesome.
Arrow's been very weak this season, and except for the mid-season finale, which was all right. I mean, it was a pretty good mid-season finale.
I don't know. It had me on the couch going, what? What the fuck?
And Flash, I don't know, man. Flash was kind of started off strong for me, and now it's kind of like, I mean, it's a good show. I mean, I enjoy it. It's just like, I'm just not excited for either of those like I am for S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, Arrow's just, I don't know. Arrow, like, Oliver has no character growth whatsoever. He's still the same douchebag he was at the beginning of the damn series. I mean, I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah, but that's never gonna change. You know what I mean? Like, just like
Arrow
Bruce,
by
could you
nature,
could you imagine a day in and day out TV show with Batman? Like, other than like the Wham Bam TV show, like Batman is the same fucking guy. He's been that.
Yeah, but you know what? But still, man, Green Arrow is more of a, just what I expect of Green Arrow as a character. Oliver Queen. He's always been a little bit more lighthearted version of Batman. Wisecracking and stuff like that. Never too serious and stuff like that. But damn well serious when the time needs to be. At least, just from my experience, I don't read the comics, more from the animated series. Back in the Justice League Unlimited and all that kind of good stuff. And it's just. I don't know. It just seems like he's really. It's like the people of Arrow wanted to do a Batman show, and they're like, "No, you can't touch Batman." So they're like, "Okay, well, we'll do the next best thing, which is Green Arrow."
Well, I think we get that, comedic stuff. It's just not from him. Like Diggle, he's funny. Felicity, of course, is dropping hilarity bombs all over the place. And what's his name? Brandon Ralph, the guy that's going to be the Atom. He's funny. I think there's bits of comedy
Yeah,
in there
but
that are
this,
good.
I
I don't
just
care if it
wanted
comes from
more
him.
Oliver since I just want him to kind of become the Green Arrow I've always seen on like the on the TV and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but he's also had a lot of fucked up shit going on. Like his mom got killed. The city was
Yeah, I
under
know, man. But that's
siege.
you know.
Now his the girl that he used to love got killed, and he's trying to find her killer, and he's dealing with this bullshit. And his sister's back. I mean, the dude's got some weight going on.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see him kind of like say, okay, I got this shit
Oh,
going on,
did you
but I
did you
can't let
see?
this shit bring me down. I gotta amount to something better.
Did you catch the little Easter egg in the crossover episode where someone was like, oh, your partner looks good in red, or your partner something says something about his partner, and he was like, your partner's Speedy, and he's like, uh, what the fuck's the guy's name? The other guy, um,
Arsenal, Roy.
Arsenal, and he's like, he's like Roy, and he's like, no, the fast guy, and he's like, oh, the Flash, because in the comics,
Yeah, he's Speedy.
Speedy is Arsenal. I don't know, that's a dumbass.
Well, wasn't Speedy like I don't know? And this is going off. Once again, I don't read Green Arrow comics, but going off like the old you seen whatchamacallit, Young Justice, right?
Mm.
Oh, dude, you gotta
No.
watch that. Dude. It's like one of the best DC animated TV shows ever.
Really, I heard it was shit.
No, no,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
dude, no, Mike, no. Whoever told you
I heard
that?
Teen Titans. Maybe it was one or the other. I heard Teen Titans was good. Just
No, there's a new Teen Titans Go, which is utter shit. But
okay,
the-
maybe that's what it is.
No, Young Justice is on Netflix, man. Go watch it. It is good shit. And but yeah, in that Roy, well, no, I can't say it now because it'll ruin it for you. Never mind, dude. I don't want to ruin it for you in case you do decide to go watch that shit. But you'll kind of get an understanding of how Roy, Arsenal, Red Arrow, Speedy, how he transitions between all those identities.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll check it out. If you say it's good, I'll watch it.
Right. But
It's weird,
but yeah, man, no, Flash in general, the crossover. You saw the crossover episode was kind of like I was a bit disappointed with that, dude.
really, I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
First of all, it's just like I thought it was gonna be like a crossover in a sense, like like that it's like shit's really happening and they have to come together instead of more like, oh hey, I'm in the neighborhood, let's just team up.
That's what I liked about it. It was like, oh, kind of by the way, sort of. It wasn't like this huge, okay, we got to put all this emphasis on their team up because, I mean, they are just down the street from each other, which I guess I don't know. I don't know.
It begs the question, why not just team up more often then? Is what it
Well,
brings like.
I mean, because they got different shit going on, and
The
he's
Flash
dealing
could be
with
like,
he's
hey
dealing
Flash,
with
I need some
Ra's al
help. I'm already here. Let's do this.
Well, the same reason the Avengers have their own individual movies, and they don't call Hulk.
Oh yeah,
break
that's
shit down,
another thing. That's another whole thing. Oh hey, shit's happening. I mean, I'm Iron Man. I could probably throw out a message to Captain America or something like that, but no, I'm just gonna go ahead and bullshit through Iron Man 3 without any assistance. But
Yeah, right. Like the whole time I was like waiting for him to like call for help, and then them have a list of reasons why all these people were doing shit already.
yeah, I mean Thor made sense because he's in fucking Asgard, so he can't do shit. But yeah.
I don't know. He was on Earth quite a bit.
Yeah, but it was kind of like he was like Thor.
Now, like Captain America made the most sense to me because he was like, I don't trust no fucking body except
That
the
makes you
redhead,
right.
So like
Right.
we gotta keep this shit on the low, and it was like an espionage movie, and it was like I don't trust nobody. Fucking Tony Stark made these goddamn ships. How do I know
Yeah.
he's not a fucking Hydra
Exactly.
agent?
I wouldn't trust Tony either, dude. It's like
I think the only person he could really trust is Hulk, and he knows that that's just a fucking pinata
find
that's
him,
waiting to
too.
fucking blow up.
yeah. So, but I don't know, man. Overall, though, the fight scene too between Arrow and Flash. Flash is just a really fucking. He's a fucking idiot in this. Excuse my language, but he really is a fucking idiot in this show. I
Well,
mean,
he's young, he's dumb, he's full of flash cum.
I just hate how they do that. Like in the crossover, they would show him like going in there, tying up these villains and stuff like that in a second. Yet for some reason, it's like, oh, Captain Boomerang. Well, instead of tying him up and getting him somewhere, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and save everybody and stop and then do a monologue with or do a dialogue with fucking Captain Boomerang. It's like,
Well, I
come
mean,
on,
again,
man.
like you got to remember, he's not a trained hero in any way. I mean, he has
Like, if he
no
has super
fight training.
speed-
He has, but he doesn't even know how to apply that. That's like what Arrow was telling him. Like, look, you just bulldoze your way into a place and fucking start throwing punches, and you're an idiot. You got to survey the area. You got to.
But at the same time, though, if he's saving everybody in the station, why not just, instead of doing that, just freaking get Captain Boomerang? I mean, it would have been better if they tied him. Like, I think Screen Rant should point this out. It would have been better if Flash tied him up and stuff like that, and then he had like the dead man trigger in his hand, and Flash missed that because not observing or anything like that. And then he does that, then that takes Flash out of the scene. It gives him a chance to escape and to go against the Arrow or something. That would have made more sense instead of doing something like, I don't know. It just really has Flash be Flash is a real.
Well, they needed to set it up because there was 5 bombs, and Flash is the only one who could legitimately get the fucking bombs.
But if they tied him up and then triggered the bombs, that would have made more sense than just stopping dialogue and letting him trigger the bombs and then do. I don't know. It's just they do a lot of real stupid stuff with Flash. That I understand you got to, just because of the nature of the character. You gotta. It's unbelievable because he theoretically shouldn't lose any enemy.
But with like comic book, yeah, exactly. With comic book TV shows, there's always they should have just done this. Like Superman.
But
Superman should have just grabbed the motherfucker,
but at the same time,
up into outer space, and that bitch could have just suffocated, and he would have just called it a day. But no, he's got to go do this and that and all this other shit. It's I
understand that, but I just wish they wouldn't do
the thing.
Batman.
Why doesn't Batman just snap the Joker's fucking legs off? He doesn't have to kill him. He could just break his fucking legs and put that bitch in a wheelchair, crush all his fingers, and then make him just like a paraplegic, or like Bane that bitch and just slap him over his back or over his knee and just fucking. Okay,
I bet Batman knows I wouldn't stop the Joker. Unless
you're gonna have to eat out of a tube now for the rest of your life, and you can't talk. But no, he's like, I'm gonna tie you up and take you to Arkham.
But I just kind of wish on the Flash they wouldn't do certain things, like having him being able to observe everything at super slow motion and yet still get tagged by some dude throwing out a punch.
Sure, but I mean,
that's the kind of things. It's like, well, don't give him that ability. Just don't have him have that ability until maybe later, like season 3 or season 4. All of a sudden, like, oh man, there's shit in slow motion. Just I don't know. It's just certain things. Just like don't show him doing something and then forgetting about that the next scene is what I don't like.
Well, I don't know. Little shit like that just doesn't bother me. I thought the crossovers were cool because it was just like another episode, except like featuring the Flash and featuring Arrow, and I liked how each episode kind of kept the same feel from the that particular show. So Flash still felt like Flash, but with Arrow tossed in there, and then Arrow was kind of still dark, and all the lights were like dim and red, and they were talking about death the whole episode and blah blah blah, and the Flash just kind of showed up and was running really quick.
And they still had their drama. I hate Iris, dude. I wish it would just get rid of Iris.
Yeah, I hope Reverse Flash kills her like he does in the comics.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. It's like, no, we're not gonna wait for you to marry her. We're just gonna kill her off right now. Sweet.
Yeah, let's just get that bitch gone.
CW and those forced dramas are always
it's like that's what I like about Arrow is like Oliver the Queen is like such a pimp. He's just like I'm not going to fall for any of these hoes. I'm just going to fuck them all.
It makes no sense. He's like, oh, hey, listen, man, we can't be together. Well, why? Well, because I'm the Arrow, man. I mean, honestly, though, what I'm doing all the time, and realistically, that would actually make the relationship a lot easier.
Bitches, man, I ain't got time for bitches. I'm the fucking Arrow.
That would make the relationship 100 times easier because she actually knows what the fuck he's doing.
And he's like, nah, I don't want you fucking knowing where I am all the goddamn time. Shit, you already work here, and you fucking hang out all the time, and your buddies with Diggle, and
Oh, man.
All right, what do you think about this news, since we're talking about DC stuff? Suicide Squad. Oh. We got some official cast. We got Jared Leto as the Joker, Will Smith as Deadshot, Tom Hardy as Rick Flag, Margaret Robbie, Harley Quinn, Jock Courtney as Boomerang, and Cara Delevingne as the Enchantress.
And potentially Oprah as
Ursula?
Amanda Waller.
As Ursula.
All
right, look, I got numerous problems with this.
Really? You got problems?
I got problems. All right. My first problem is...
Better not be the racist one, man.
Yeah, why Deadshot black? No.
Exactly.
No.
Ball.
My main problem is not that he's black. It's just that he's Will Smith.
There's gonna be a Deadshot music video.
Exactly. That bitch is gonna get Deadshot with it. Jigga jigga jigga.
I'm not,
No, like
I'm actually.
I love Will Smith. I love Bad Boys 2 and Bad Boys 1. I mean, but
Independence Day,
no,
Men in
no.
Black.
I figure it would just
No.
be more like him, like kind of like Hancock, how it was in that Hancock movie.
And Hancock sucked. It was terrible. It was
It
horrible.
wasn't
It was
that bad.
bad. It was bad. Anytime, like, look, Will Smith can do serious. We know he can do serious. But no. The other problem I got, Tom
Yeah,
Hardy.
I think he can do this shot. I believe.
Tom Hardy is Rick Flag. Let's see. Tom Hardy was fucking Bane, you assholes.
Right.
Quit, like, look, you got away with it as Captain America and the Human Torch because the Fantastic Four movies no one saw, so we were like, huh?
Yeah.
It was a long time between
Right.
those movies. It was time had passed, and Chris Evans fucking nails Captain America, so. Okay, I give you a pass, Marvel, and I trust you on that. DC, I don't trust you motherfuckers for shit. And Tom Hardy is Bane. Man, he was the best part about that fucking movie. And you're going to recast? I don't know. I don't like that.
I don't mind that.
And also, my third and final gripe is, really, we got a fucking Suicide Squad movie? We got a movie with a bunch of bad guys right now?
Dude.
What?
Suicide Squad is... No, I'm not. Have you watched Batman Raid on Arkham?
Yeah, you know why it's entertaining? Because it's a goddamn cartoon.
Dude, at the same time, no, I mean,
and you know why? And you know why? Because Batman's still in it, and that's why it's cool.
Right.
Well, you don't know if Batman might still be in this.
No, Ben Affleck is doing some other shit. This is the dumbest shit.
I'm not. After seeing I was worried, but after seeing that freaking after the animated movie, dude, I don't believe they can pull it off, dude. Because the concept behind, and they also did it well in Arrow as well too, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, because it's a TV show, and I only have to watch it for 45 minutes, and then the next episode I get all my people
That's
back.
the only thing can capitalize on the good amount of action and great amount of character dialogue, a good relationship between the characters and stuff like that.
That's all the really fucking hard stuff. You're like, as long as the story's good,
Well,
as
yeah,
long
that's
as
what
the
I'm saying,
character development
But
is
they
good,
got
as long as
top-notch
the action's good,
actors.
and
So
as
I'm
long
not
as...
that worried about that. They got
They
top-notch
didn't get
actors
top-notch
playing.
actors at all.
Yeah, we got Jared Leto, who maybe you can say, but because of his the movie he was just in where he played a fucking chick, Dallas Buyers Club, he won some awards for that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Will Smith, but again, not a fucking thespian. Tom Hardy, love the dude. Warrior was one of my favorite movies, but not exactly Tom fucking Hanks over here with the acting. Jock Courtney, that bitch is already in Terminator. Let that dude be. Fuck.
I'm excited about Suicide Squad. I'm sorry that you're not, dude, but I'm actually excited about that.
I feel like it's gonna be too cookie cutter. Like nobody's gonna bring anything to the roles. It's gonna be weird.
And
It's
also,
gonna be
like,
weird.
I just don't. Fuck. Like, we're in the Joker. When was the Joker in the Suicide Squad? I mean, maybe he was in the comics. I don't know.
Well, if they probably follow the same premises as Arkham. They probably have him go to Arkham. He'll be in a jail cell.
Where he's like, yeah, maybe it's like they team up against the Joker. I don't know. I'm just
I
not.
hope they don't do anything like that.
Man, I'm not feeling it. I gotta say, I'm not feeling it. I'm less and less excited about. And you know what? I'm getting kind of on the negative side of Batman vs Superman.
Why is that?
Well, let's go through the list of people who are in this movie first, okay? We got Superman and Batman, right? All right, I was signed in on that. I co-signed the shit out of that. Ben Affleck is Batman. You got my fucking seal of approval. The dude can pull it off. It's great. I'm down. I fucking love it. Then a couple months later, we also got Wonder Woman in there. Okay. All right, whatever. Wonder Woman's in it. Let's see how this goes. Oh, by the way, Aquaman's also going to be in it. Okay, huh? Okay, maybe they're going to do where Aquaman and the Amazons are fighting. They did that in Flashpoint Paradox. Maybe they're going to bring that in, but I don't know because Batman and Superman have to do this big battle. I'm not sure. Okay, fine, whatever. We got Lex Luthor too. Oh, okay, well of course Lex Luthor's always got to be their Superman. Maybe his role is just really tiny and small, and he's not a main villain. And then they drop this fucking knowledge bomb, Doomsday.
Wait, when did they drop Doomsday? Damn.
Doomsday is the guy that literally kills Superman. It's one of the most iconic storylines ever.
What the hell is that?
So
Yeah,
now we have all these motherfuckers in one fucking movie. I mean, this bitch better be 4.5 hours long, or else we're not gonna see anything, and it's gonna feel rushed and fucking stupid.
Huh. Yeah. Well, it depends, man. Maybe
All right, so
I
here's
wish
what
it
you got.
didn't
You
be
got
Batman v Superman, because now you're expecting like a versus battle between
Right,
the
I
two.
was
Like,
expecting this really cool story about Superman and Batman and how like Batman finds out that Superman's around and he's like, well, it's Bruce Wayne, he's traveling, and then all of a sudden they figure out who each other is, and then they have this fucking like tensious relationship. Then they have to team up because Lex Luthor has some crazy fucking robots going on or whatever, and then they end up fighting, and then boom, I'm cool, and then they're friends again. Like I was fine with that idea, but I don't know where Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Doomsday, Lex.
I've got the answers for that.
All right, go
okay,
hit me.
well, lay
All
it
right,
down.
all right. So Batman is teamed up with Aquaman to recover enough kryptonite, and Aquaman has the ability to go down in the ocean, get it deep. Meanwhile, Bruce Wayne's building up a large supply of kryptonite to use against Superman. Superman's teaming up with Wonder Woman because she's on his side. So it's those two against the other two, and they're coming together, and they're getting friction and they're rubbing. And then you have Lex Luthor becomes a focal point for the two of them to then come together and fight against him. And then Doomsday is just introduced at the end of the movie, and then Suicide Squad will have their movie, and then all of them will come together like in a Justice League movie where they'll all have to fucking fight against the Suicide Squad. They'll defeat them, and then there'll be the final one where there'll be another movie after that where Doomsday kills Superman.
Okay, well, I'm gonna poke a few
I
holes.
don't know.
First of all,
I hope that's
Batman's-
when I first saw that I thought, okay, maybe Doomsday will just be like, because the story is told a couple different ways, but in the comics he just like shows up. Or he's is he underground or he just shows up from, I don't remember, but but in another story, in a Doomsday the animated movie, Lex Luthor is like digging around Earth and unearths him. So I was thinking, okay, maybe that's what they'll do, and at the end they'll have like a thing with where it's like, and they show him for a second, and but then I read something else that said that God bless you, that said that there is an actual Doomsday fight scene, that Doomsday and Superman.
This movie's gonna suck. These DC movies are gonna be shit. And
I honestly just hope that I honestly hope that Wonder Woman and maybe Aquaman are just somehow introduced towards the end as a hype for the Justice League.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping
honestly, I'm thinking that you're gonna have
Batman and Superman, tense relationship. We gotta fight. Okay, cool, we're friends. Oh, Doomsday shows up. Well, we gotta keep up with this motherfucker.
It's gonna ultimately be Batman versus Superman at the beginning, you know, because this and Nick, that would be hilarious. But this takes place right after the movie, so I doubt they even know about kryptonite. So this will be Batman v Superman.
No, it's 2 years after the events.
And then they'll have a final act when Lex Luthor will discover, Doomsday, and then he'll unleash him, and then Batman and Superman will be like, you know what? Let's work together.
It takes place. It takes 2 years. It takes place 2 years after Man of Steel.
Oh, that was right after. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 years after. At least from what I read.
Okay. Either way, Batman gets killed by one punch from Doomsday. And then,
I would be perfectly fine with this movie ending with Doomsday just beating the fuck shit out of Superman, and then both dying at the end, and Batman being like, what are we gonna do now? Because that's how the comic ended. They just really they literally fought all around the fucking world and just beat the shit out of each other. So it was such a great story. There's actually a book too, a novel that's really good.
I just hope for the Justice League movie they just kind of, they won't be able to exactly, but kind of follow the idea from the comics, at least from like the New 52. Just have freaking Darkseid in day.
Just the whole thing, the whole problem is that Doomsday is such a huge, iconic, like huge deal. It's like it was like Bane is in Batman. Like he's not just some guy you throw in there. He does some fucking serious shit, and it's just like DC to be like, let's just throw him in there.
Hey,
like,
Mike.
Who else?
What if it's just like this? Doomsday comes at the beginning, kills Superman, and then Batman, it's like, how Superman goes in that state. He doesn't really die, but he just like goes in that recovery state. Batman gets him. Then it's like Batman's like, you know what? Let's train together. And do like a training montage, and then go back and fight Doomsday again together.
Yeah.
And win.
Like a '90s style fucking training montage.
Superman's like cripples, so Batman has to teach him how to walk again.
Batman's like, you gotta hit me softer. I wonder what Ben Affleck's gonna do with the voice. I'm curious to see. Because I'm sure
you don't have to do anything crazy.
After all the that's true. Ben Affleck could just talk like Ben Affleck, and I'd be like, whatever. You're Batman. I'm with you.
No, I wish they would bring a Batman TV series. Now just freaking do what they just look at Batman the animated series and make that live action. That would be
Yeah, that
awesome.
was such a good show.
It was. That would just be like the
All
best
right.
thing.
Do we have any?
I really like Brave and the Bold. That's probably turned into my
I keep seeing
favorite
it on Netflix, but I
Batman
never
series.
watch it. Is it good?
Not really.
It's one of my favorites now. The kids watch it all the time, and it's pretty damn good.
It's
The animated series was dark. The Brave and the Bold is more retro.
Yeah, it looks like more like 50s style, like.
It is,
lightheartedness.
but it's got all the guys in it. You know what I mean? So it's fun to watch it. They bring all the characters in and out.
But it's like the 50s, like like Spider-Man and Friends type deal, where you always
I got
have
a show, man. I've been watching Spider-Man Unlimited, I think, or whatever that fucking is.
Is that the 3D computer one?
No. It's the one on it's on Netflix. It's maybe Ultimate Spider-Man, and he
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Hold on, let me pull up my Netflix and tell you because it's.
So if you're watching Ultimate Spider-Man, I will shoot you, dude. That's horrible.
I really like it.
We're running long.
All right. Let me log in here real quick. Let's do some good.
What else?
Netflix.com.
All right, Nick, what you got for Guru? Gotta have it, gotta trash it.
I mean, Vic gave me shit a couple months ago, but I finally finished Arkham City, a 3-year-old video game, and I gotta say, it was well worth it. I can't believe Batman fucking killed everyone.
Well, thanks
I was a little surprised. I was a little surprised by that. Like,
kill anybody?
How do you kill off the Joker? I mean, that he
Joker killed himself, dude.
Well, he killed himself because he hit the cure out of Batman's hand. But yeah, it was great. It was great. I just picked up the next game tonight. What was it called? Origins, Vic?
Yeah, Origins.
Yeah.
My brother's been on me to play those because he's like, "Oh, they're so fucking good." I just
they're so great.
I don't have my Xbox anymore, but maybe I'll get to them one day. All right, Vic, what you got for us? Scuba gotta have it, gotta trash it.
Guess Guru gotta have it is Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD remix.
Really?
Wait, what is this?
Good game. Kingdom Hearts 2.5
Kingdom
HD
Hearts.
remix.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
Yeah, it's
that's a
Final
Nintendo
Fantasy
game,
Disney.
right?
No, it was cross-platform. I played it on the PS2.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely old school in the gameplay and stuff like that, but because it's from the PS2 age, so a lot of things are like, man, these gameplay elements are fucking stupid, but overall it's a good game, decent story, fun, playing some of your childhood memories. That's what it's about.
Yeah. It's like 9 different Disney movies all kind of wrapped into a Final Fantasy-esque game.
Yep.
That was a fun game.
All right, my Guru gotta have it is I found it. It is Ultimate Spider-Man. It's on Netflix, and it's fucking hilarious. I like it a lot.
Dude, how do you like that show?
It's funny, man. It's funny as shit.
It destroys Spider-Man's character, though.
No,
man.
he totally breaks the
Spider-Man does not break the fourth wall.
I don't care. He does it. It's great.
Deadpool.
Yeah, but he does it in Spider-Man fashion, and it's hilarious. It's like
it's like Peter Parker's a fucking idiot on that show.
Yeah, well, he's a teenager. He plays like a fucking
Peter Parker. I don't like it.
I like it. I think it's great. I think it's hilarious.
I think you should watch Spectacular Spider-Man.
It reminds me a lot of like Trigun, where it's like they bust into the like chibi icons of the characters. It's really funny. I like it a lot. I find it very entertaining.
I'm sorry, man. I want to have to shit on your pick because it's just a horrible show. If you want a good Spider-Man show, Spectacular Spider-Man was the best Spider-Man show ever made. Followed by the animated Spider-Man, the animated series.
The animated series was the best Spider-Man.
No, actually Spectacular. Oh my god, that show is so fucking good.
I think I started watching that. I didn't
the animation is a little weird. You gotta get used to it, but the story
and the 3D
characterization of the characters is
3D rendered.
Huh?
That's the one with like 3D rendering, right?
Not really 3D rendered. They just have the funny elbows. Nick Ball hated that.
Well, there's one where they're everything, like the whole city's 3D rendered and the characters.
Like
and
Iron Man, Iron Adventures, like that was cool.
Yeah, that was.
I know what you're talking about, Nick. That Spider-Man, I don't think it's really that good.
No, it wasn't. But the fact that we know about all these things is even more so.
Is it now?
We're grown up. We got to know about this shit.
I mean, so we're grown-ass men watching kids' cartoons.
Yeah. Well, they deal with adult issues. in high school. Never mind. All right, let's wrap this bitch up. Nick, where can everybody get a hold of you?
You can find me on Twitter, twitter.com/DRNICBALL. And, of course, you can email me, nick@thegadgetgurus.net. And you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/thegadgetgurus.
Beautiful, beautiful. Vic, what about you, buddy boy?
You can reach me at Twitter, twitter.com/VDub722. Hit me up at vic@thegadgetgurus.net. And as always, hit up Jeff F on twitter.com/Jeff F. And tell that son of a bitch to get off his lazy ass and fucking do the Boom Explode podcast. I swear to God, dude, this is just irritating me now, man. He made promises a while back that was coming back, and the shit just never, Jeff, why, man? Why do you do this to me, dude? If you're listening to this podcast, man, why do you do this to me?
Wow. Okay. All right. You can find me Mobile Mike 01 on Twitter, also on Google+. You can send us an email, podcast@thegadgetgurus.net. And this is Gadget Gurus Podcast episode number 244. Gadget Gurus are out.
Hey, we forgot to talk about them taking down Pirate Bay.
They took down Pirate Bay. It's back up. Enjoy, bitches.